Welcome back. So here at CBS News Chicago, we are celebrating the accomplishments of Latinos around the Chicago area and beyond. So as part of Hispanic Heritage Month, today we're spotlighting a Latina entrepreneur who's working to break the stigma around mental health in her community, and she's doing it through clothing. Her name is Iraís, and you're the co-founder of the brand Sin Titulo, and you founded this with your sisters.
I did. So my sisters, their names are Itzel and Diana, and we are a community building brand that really focuses on elevating and healing voices through apparel, mental health, and also networking events.
So how are you doing that with your clothing?
So we started up during the pandemic, and I had a lot of thoughts and a lot of mental strain on just everything going on with like the bubble of the pandemic. So I wanted a way to speak without speaking and alleviate some of that stress. So I wanted to go to a grocery store and stand proud of who I am in terms of my cultural identity, but also what I stand for in terms of social justice. So that was the reasoning behind the apparel. And then later on, we layered in the mental health to talk about what's on the shirts.
That's amazing. And speaking of that, let's first talk about some of the products. I'd love to see some of them. We're seeing some pictures, but you brought some here in studio with us.
Yes, so the Serape flag, actually my mom makes. It is handmade by her, and it is a representation of being Mexican American. I love my culture and just the richness that it comes with it. But then also I want to acknowledge the fact that I have a lot of privilege being here in the United States and all of the sacrifices that my parents made. So acknowledging the fact that I am both Mexican and American, especially growing up in a mixed documented household, I really wanted to have a product that represented both.
Okay.
And then we also have our Men Deserve Flowers, and this is an initiative to really talk about the kindness and tenderness of love through bloom. So really having men talk about the normalization of that, because there's a statistic that only 12% of men receive flowers at their funeral. And I really wanted to change that, so have that initiative as well. And then our Product of Immigrants tote bag that we have here, holographic, represents the umbrella of immigrants, especially in the United States, just being a nation of immigration. I wanted someone to see this and see if they're a dreamer or if their parents came here, or multiple generations of immigrations. Like, there is a term for us, and that is what this represents here.
And you use some of the proceeds from products like this to also host workshops.
Yes.
And that's where a lot of the mental health component comes in. Can you tell us more about what you do with those workshops?
Yeah, absolutely. So I really wanted to focus in on changing what group therapy looks like. I wanted something that cultivates an environment where individuals can just storytell. And we have a panel discussion environment, so individuals don't necessarily have to talk, because we want to meet individuals where they're at in terms of their mental health journey. So we have myself typically moderating, a mental health professional, and then community members. So then the audience also sees themselves on the stage. Individuals are able to talk if they would like, raise their hand and then chime in on the conversation, but also we have a QR code that lets people anonymously submit questions.
Oh, awesome.
So then once again, just meeting them where they're at and changing resources in terms of mental health and also being accessible.
Okay, and really quickly, because we have like just a few seconds left, this is also about breaking the stigma, right? Talking about it in your community and talking about mental health, right?
Yes, but also having a platform for other individuals of different backgrounds to also come together, because I feel like the conversation only becomes dynamic if we have multiple people with different backgrounds come together to talk about healing.
All right. Iraís from Sin Titulo,
yes,
thank you so much for sharing your products with us and just the message of mental health behind it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We do want to note that you do have an event tomorrow.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's a tortilla making workshop, and where is that going to be?
It is going to be in collaboration with Diego. It is a restaurant, and they have a space up north.
RLM Chicago,
yes,
4042 North Pulaski Road, right?
Yes, and it's also in collaboration with a sponsor, Macienda, that is a masa company that really focuses on premium quality materials and also working with small farmers and indigenous groups to really bring forth their product line. So I'm glad to have multiple individuals really see the alignment of our brand with theirs.
All right, Iraís, thank you so much for being here and sharing this with us.